Hey guys, the Chicken is here, back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we have your Season 55 sneak peek, and I could not be more excited. I don't know if I've ever been this excited for Warship Season. It's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool we had to bring out the Floki camps. We got the doggo with us today. Now, if you guys want to stay up to date and everything in the season, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Brick leads the charge. This season has a new feature, choice nodes for boosts. You can select the boosts you want to support your playstyle. So we're going to dive into tech tree, the deck layouts, everything you guys need to see, and let's get into it. So first off, boom, check this out. Season 55 stats. We have the ability this season to choose between different stat boosts as multi-nodes. So these will equal up to 240% potentially. Now, let's take a look at what we're talking about here. So, as we see here on the opening part of the tech tree, Brick leads the charge. Brick is available right away. Spoiler. Well, sneak peek, I guess it's not a spoiler. But check this out. How cool is this? So we have troop damage, troop health, gunboat energy. Now, the stat nodes will change. So they give us different stat nodes that are available, like troop health, building damage, gunboat energy. All of the stat nodes are mixed in here. So the cool thing about this is we have a maximum 240% of each stat. Now, that does not mean that you can get 240 of everything. That's if you go all in on one of the stats and you skip the rest of them. So if you're going 240% troop damage, you're not going to have 240% building health. You're going to have 0% because there's no unlocked stuff. Like there's no building health nodes. There's no troop damage nodes. There's no DBD nodes, as you can see. We'll quickly scan through the tech tree here. They're all in the multi-nodes. So if you bypass something to go for something else, it means you don't get it for that season. So this season is so cool because you can cater your play style around your stat nodes. Whoops, I didn't take the image down. But yeah, you can customize your tech tree and your unlocks based around your stat nodes. How cool is that? Something we've talked about in the community for a very long time, but it's finally come to light. And it's just so cool. Like, it's so interesting. And like I said, if you want to go full offense, it means you're going to have really weak defense. If you want to go weak offense, then if you want to go really strong defense, you're going to have some weak offense. So you've got to pick what's going to make sense for you and everything that's in the tech tree. So let's back it up. Let's show you the deck layouts. The deck layouts are pretty cool this season. Nothing overly concerning. I mean, we've got some nice gap bases at the start, which will be fun. I think rocket choppers might be really good in the 4 or 5 yard range, just because there's a lot of gaps, a lot of gaps that we see, and those close out at 6 and 7 with more kind of full style decks. But the 2 yard deck and the 3 yard deck are really cool, so that's gonna be interesting, especially if we take our deep dive into the tech tree now. Now, I do kind of have a path hashed out. We'll go over that more so tomorrow, but this is more just giving you guys the general overview of the tech tree here. So, starting out, we've got Brick, we've got Zookas, and we've got Grenadiers. Now, the Grens might come in useful later. I'm thinking the Zookas are going to be better early on, and also we're probably going to want to max out our splash defense just so the Zookas can't go too crazy. So our first choice is troop damage, troop health, and gunboat energy right out of the gates. And I'm thinking, it's like you got to make your choice if you're going defensive, you're going the top path, or you're going offensive with warriors and troop damage, or you're going the bottom path. The thing is, I think we're going to need mines 100%, or we're just going to get rocked by Zookas. So I would probably go with troop damage on this node, or maybe even troop health. Definitely not GBE because we don't really have anything to spend GBE on unless you're a warrior player. The mines look good to me, and the machine guns. I think those are going to be solid options, to at least slow stuff down, but you've got to be able to compete at the same time. So taking the troop damage to go defensive might give you that nice balance. It's going to be about balance this season. So as we move forward from there, so there we go into 3 engines. We've got sniper towers, which this is a fantastic node to have as a vacuum node, right? To have as a key vacuum. Because you don't want to go out of your way for sniper towers, but they're a nice addition to have and we have to unlock it to move forward. So I like that. Very good. And then look at this. How crazy is this? We've got potentially two Sky Shields at 3 ERs. We've got two Sky Shields. So, yeah, that Warrior Path, I don't know, guys. I mean, they're going to be faster than Zukas. Maybe in a spread out fashion, they'd be good, but, Sky Shields and Flamethrowers, that's going to be tricky. So, what I'm thinking is we've got Riflemen right here. And we do also have Troop Boost as well. So, we've got the Stat Boost and the Troop Boost mixed in. Early Shock Bomb. Thank God. Not like last season. So I'm thinking Rifle Zuka with Brick will be pretty strong against even the heavily defended bases. That'll probably make the most sense coming out of the gates. I'm not going to, guess on what stats are going to be good because it's going to be too tricky to determine. But make sure you got a lot of diamonds this season, guys, because there's going to be a lot of changes. A lot of stat swaps, a lot of prototype swaps probably, and we're going to reach that maximum of 1,000 per change. A lot. Now, I actually kind of like that it's that expensive because I don't think it should be like you're changing every day. It's like, oh, I'm going full defense today, I'm going full offense today. That's cool. And, maybe they can do a season like that. But I kind of prefer the idea of, you got to make your choices and you got to stick with them. So if you want to go full offense, you really got to, double down unless you want to spend 20k diamonds to go back and change all these nodes. I don't know. I think that makes it more exciting in a way. And yeah, it might suck depending on the choices you make, like for me last season. But it just makes it, I don't know. If they were just totally interchangeable the whole season, I feel like it kind of takes away from the fun a little bit of, trying to figure out what the best option is. So anyways, so we'll move forward here. So we've got two Sky Shields potentially. We got some Doom Cannons. We got some heavy hitting protos. They're all level 1, so I mean, they're not super strong. Now, Shock Bombs, great that it's there, but look at this. Again, it's making us really, it's giving me flashbacks to Extended Cruise almost, where it's like you really got to pick your path. So as we move up into 4 ERs, we do have shock launchers technically available and shock bombs, but you got to get Everspark, tanks, and Cryoneers to be able to get those. Now, tanks might be good at this point, but if we move forward, we've got heavies, we've got defensive stats and GBE, we've got shock mines, which are going to be important because we got Seekers coming up, and then we got our first troop boost. So depending on what we're using, it's probably going to be rifles or Zukas. I don't imagine Grenadiers needing the boost. Cannons are pretty far. Now, the thing is, this season, we've got a lot of stats, but the defenses, they've kind of spread out a little bit farther. So, although it might look super defensive, I think it'll be a nice balance depending on what people pick. But it's going to be interesting because there's going to be times where you go up against a guy and it's like, what? This guy's got 200%, building health. And his defenses aren't killing you, but it takes forever to get through the base. Versus, maybe someone's got all DBD and melts you, but you have the potential to get through the base really quick if you play it smart. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's going to be really cool. So then we've got, after 5, we've got more stats here, guys. More stats, more multi-nodes. We got some Laser Rangers in the mixture. Bullet comes online after 5. Mechs are not required to pick up. Rocket launchers are really out of the way, so you got to get either bullet or rocket choppers to get to the rocket launchers, which is interesting. And then as we go up here, we've got another stat node. We've got boom mines, medkits. Then we go into 6. 6 is going to be Kavan and bombers. And then we've got some nice nodes over here too. We've got troop damage, troop health, building damage. The offense really starts to kick up around 6 to match the defense. You can see we've got potentially 80% troop damage. Now all the stat nodes, they're at 40%. And I don't know, I guess that was the team's way of not allowing people to get too crazy with some of these choices. But yeah. So then we got multi-node of mines. We have Seekers and Heavy Choppers. Heavy Choppers super out of the way. Also matched up with critter launchers. Now, they put these guys way down here, but all this stuff is really good. Kavan, bombers, critters, critter launchers, and heavy choppers. That seems unskippable, unless you really want to get to the end first and get super warriors or something. So, 70R, what do we got here? We've got building damage, troop health, building health, level 3 prototypes, no doom cannons, so not the strongest prototypes, but still level 3 nonetheless. And we got another troop damage, troop health, or building health to wrap up the season. And then we've got Some more level 3 prototypes, Flotty, Boom Surprise, Hot Pot. And then we have the Super Warriors at the very end. Now, I remember the Super Warriors as an unlock node. They were actually very good. In whatever season they came out in last time, people were able to use them to take down engine rooms, I think. Or, yeah, they just did a really good job. So, there's your overview for Season 55. Brick leads the charge, guys. Very, very cool tech tree. Very interesting. And the deck layouts look cool to match. I am very, very hyped for this season. I think it's going to be really fun. And it's so different. And it's going to be exciting to figure it out. And I just can't wait to see the chaos that's going to be day one. So we will be streaming, of course, at some point Monday, probably around, I don't know, 5 a.m., something like that. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for that. Appreciate it if you throw in that code chicken, guys. And we'll catch you next one. Chicken out. Back.